In a blockbuster NFL trade, the Kansas City Chiefs have dealt wide receiver Tyreek Hill to the Miami Dolphins in exchange for a first, second, and fourth round pick this year, along with a fourth and sixth round pick next year. In this video, we're going to be breaking down the winners and the losers of this trade. First up, we have winner Juju Smith-Schuster. Signing with the Chiefs this year, Juju Smith-Schuster was preparing to be the second wide receiver on the depth chart, but after this sudden turn of events, he is number one wide receiver for Patrick Mahomes' target. Obviously, he's still going to be behind Travis Kelce in the list of targets, but he's going to get a lot more targets now that Patrick Mahomes is not going to be throwing the ball to Tyreek Hill. So expect Juju Smith-Schuster to have a really good year and potentially even return to his first year, rookie year form back when he was surprisingly dominant. So before he started having issues with injuries and missing games and whatnot, he was actually a force to be reckoned with in the NFL. In his rookie year, on 58 receptions, he had 917 yards. Following that, he put up over 1,400 yards in his second season. His next 3 years were plagued by missed games, and he never got to 1,000 yards again. But coming back and playing a full season could definitely, easily get him back over 1,000 yards. And at 1,400, he was only 50 yards away from Tyreek Hill's best season ever. So this is a huge win for Juju Smith-Schuster to have a chance to redeem himself after a few down seasons. Loser, Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill's wallet, bank account, and any financial assets he had just got a major W with him inking a 4-year, $120 million deal with the Dolphins, making him the highest paid wide receiver in the NFL. Despite this, I think he actually probably is a loser because he went from having Patrick Mahomes throwing him the ball to Tua Tagovailoa, who is not on the same level. In 2 seasons, Tua is still yet to throw for 3,000 yards and is yet to have a year where he has played 14 or more games. He has constantly been having issues with being benched, injuries. He not consistent, turns the ball over, gets sacked a lot. In 23 games, he's thrown 27 touchdowns, but he has had 17 turnovers, and he's been sacked 40 times to lose 288 yards on those sacks. So he's not a quarterback on the same level or in the same caliber as Patrick Mahomes. And now you're going up against the Bills twice a year. You're playing the Patriots twice a year. Those are both very good defenses. Now, the Broncos have a good defense. The Chargers have an alright defense. But the Raiders, who Tyreek Hill is playing against twice a year, had a horrible defense. And the Jets could be similar in the AFC East, but you never know. And the Patriots and the Bills defense is much, much better than that of the Broncos and the Chargers. So Tyreek Hill probably not going to have as good of a season next year as he has had the past few years with Patrick Mahomes throwing him the ball. Not to mention, Tyreek Hill is getting older, and speed is the number one thing in his game. So as he ages and loses some of his speed, he's going to quickly decline. He's not going to be one of those receivers who can stick it out to his mid-30s. So this might be his last big contract before he signs maybe a few smaller ones and then eventually makes his way out of the league. Winner, Chiefs. Despite losing one of the best receivers on their team, they still have Travis Kelce and Juju Smith-Schuster, and this will give them a much brighter future. Not only does it free up some much desperately needed cap space, but it also gave them an arsenal of picks to look for a future star. In the past 3 years, we have seen superstar level wide receivers drafted, come into the league, and perform in just their first year. For example, in the past 2 years, we've seen Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson shattering records in their rookie seasons. And there is absolutely no reason to believe that with 2 first-rounders in this year's draft, along with 2 second-rounders, the Kansas City Chiefs couldn't trade up or find someone where they're at who is a top-level wide receiver. And this could instantly replace Tyreek Hill, not to mention pairing this new young star with Juju Smith-Schuster, another young rising star, could make the Chiefs have an even more potent offense than before. And this will give Patrick Mahomes more weapons at his disposal. With Clyde Edwards-Helaire possibly returning back to form, if he can get around his injury issues, the Chiefs' offense could be even scarier next year despite his loss. Winner? Tua. While I think that Tua Tagovailoa will definitely have a better year next season, considering all the weapons at his disposal, from Jalen Waddle to Tyreek Hill to Devontae Parker, I don't know if this is enough. Tua has been ranked as one of the worst quarterbacks in the NFL, so even though I'd like to say he's a winner here, his arm strength might not be enough to accurately get the ball to Tyreek Hill downfield, which is the type of routes he is indefinitely an expert at. So while everybody's going to say Tua is a huge winner, I don't know if he is. This is going to eat up a lot of cap space that can be spent on defense, offensive line, other things. And I don't know if Tyreek Hill is the type of weapon I would pair with a quarterback who is more of a guy who just doesn't turn the ball over. He tries to play conservative and throw it short. I feel like big-bodied tight ends and bigger wide receivers or ones with good short route running would be really good. And I know Tyreek Hill can be a threat in the short game, but he is a deep threat. That is most definitely a specialty. So I don't know if this caters to the best of Tua's abilities, but it can never hurt to have another wide receiver out there. If Tua can work on getting the ball delivered accurately deep downfield, this could possibly be a huge win for him. So I'm not going to say he's a loser, but I think it's a bit of a stretch to say he's a full-blown winner, so we'll just leave it as a winner question mark. If you made it to the end of this video, please consider subscribing. Subscribing is absolutely 100% free for you to do, and it helps me out a lot. So please consider subscribing. Daily NFL banger videos, and comment what you think about the Tyreek Hill trade down below in the comments. Let me know what you think and leave a like on this video. Thanks for watching.